Hey everybody, welcome back to the Suikoden walkthrough. We just picked up Templeton as well as the Suiko map. Which is probably pretty obvious, as you can see the big map of the it's like I guess the world map on the lower right hand corner of the screen. Alright, so what did I decide to do here? Can't remember if there's anybody that's able to be recruited now or not. So I may have gone back to do that. Otherwise, the cool thing is now that we have Vicky, even if you go back to the castle, you can just teleport right back to wherever you want. I should say wherever you've been, other than again the exceptions would be like Gregminster, Rockland, any of those areas that are kind of blocked off, I guess, right now. But I guess for the most part, everywhere we've been, still kind of seems super inaccurate, because there are still actually a ton of places that, you know, we have been to that you technically can't port back to. So I don't know. All right. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this part. So here we have Kiromimi again, running around, causing trouble, being confusing, because I don't know, I can't understand that guy. I don't know what he was doing. This is a bit dangerous. This is extremely dangerous. Okay. This is such a weird, I don't know, series of lines, I guess. Maybe this is just odd translation. I don't know, or maybe it's just me. Who knows? Alright, so Valeria decides to, I don't know, you'd say sacrifice herself again? You know, so that we can keep fighting. Well, technically she makes a deal so that these guys will let us go, and then we just end up fighting them anyway. I mean, with all those water rune pieces, it's not like they could stand a chance. Okay. Wow, those guys actually do pretty respectable damage. They kind of hurt. They're smacking me for what, 70, 75-ish? Or is that me? Oh, that's me. Maybe striking back or countering them. I wish I could see now again. Oh, wow, they just keep dodging everything. Well, okay. Never mind. I guess I can't see how much they're gonna do because they're all dead. Womp womp. So that was another one of those fights that are, oh, I don't know. It makes me kind of, actually it just really annoys me, because they stick Kiromimi in the back row, and he can't, he's a short range character, so he can't do anything. So he literally doesn't do anything that entire fight. And they you know, again, it make the lame thing to me is that they don't at least, you know, put him in the right spot, or give you the option to set your formation up before you fight. You know, like they do in a lot of other games when someone joins you. But, oh well. Kirkus. Selling charge for with an unbelievable speed. Alright, hey, don't you want to hear about my speed? Give us a signal to move forward. Well, let's go. It would be probably a good idea to actually tell, don't select that top option. Just pick the bottom option. Tell them that it's not time yet, and then go save your game, and then come back. You know, I don't know if I would say that this battle is overly difficult, but I don't know. You can just, you know, if something goes a little bit wrong, you can lose people. You know, you can lose main characters in these battles, and you don't want to do that, obviously. So, you know, I would at least suggest telling him to wait, and then saving your game, and then coming back, and then telling him you're ready. Here we go. All right, let's see what I ended up doing here. I always start with the merchants, I think, first, just to at least try it. I don't know that I ever got them to actually succeed, and so maybe I'm not using them correctly. You know, I don't know if you use them later, like later on in the battle, maybe they're more successful. But I tried them on the first turn every time, and it just never worked. So I don't know. Again, you know, maybe I'm just not using them right. But all right, so let's send the thieves over. Enemy's next plan is Kwanda's attack. Kwanda's attack, I believe, is a charge. So you're gonna want to use magic against that, which is exactly what it looks like I did. Good old luck. And he's just brutal. Boom. All right. Thieves again. Hopefully this works. Why should I have to? So whiny. I don't think this worked. Yeah, I don't know. So this is just take your best guess. In all honesty, I should have gone with bow, and I don't know. We'll see what I ended up doing. But usually, if you don't know what the enemy's next move is, you should go with bow, because even if they charge, at least you'll do some damage. Whereas, like, a charge is really risky, because you risk the enemy using a magic attack, and you'll just be completely stopped in your tracks. Oh, those two are tied for power. Huh. Alright, I guess I did charge. Again, I wouldn't recommend this if you don't know what they're doing. It looks like it worked out just fine. And then you want to use your, you know, every time you're going to use a charge attack, make sure that you've used your strategists. Because that'll boost up your charge attack power. Yeah, I got lucky. I almost wiped them all out right there. Soldier beauties. I thought Sylvina and what's his face? You know, the dude with the face, Stallion. I thought those two joined right now, but apparently not yet. All right, that's it. So again, you know, if they use charge, especially Kwanda's charge, use magic. If they're using magic, use a bow attack. And then if you don't know what they're going to do, use a bow attack. And obviously if they're gonna use a bow attack, then you're gonna want to charge. I'll burn you all with this. Okay, cool. He's planning to use the burning. No kidding. We've known that. We've known that for quite some time. That's the price you paid. Boom! Oh, what's up? Oh, what just happened? What happened, buddy? That's what you get for stealing. Oh, so now it's the wind fire cannon. I thought it was the fire wind cannon earlier. I guess maybe it's interchangeable. Or a translation error. I don't know. One of the two. Okay. Let's go to the castle and take Kwanda Rosman's head. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? That seems like a good plan. Oh man, that's right. So here in Kwanda's castle, and I'll actually point out the enemies once we actually get there. But there's a pretty rare item that you can't get anywhere else. It's called the Mangosh, and it's an accessory that boosts your counter rate. And I really wanted to get it, and you know, unfortunately the drop rate's atrocious. Like, I mean, pretty much like everything else in this game, but this one's really bad. Like I've farmed for some pretty crazy stuff, but this one just really took the cake. It was horrible. I guess I would recommend setting up your party like this, actually. So you Victor, Valeria, and Kiramimi in the front, because you're stuck with all these guys. I don't think anybody can be taken out of this party. I think almost 100% sure that no one is interchangeable here. So that being said, you know, you have three people with short range weapons, so you know, normally they would go up in front. Now, one thing I will say though, because I had the water rune pieces on my main character, I didn't really want Victor in that first spot. I kind of wanted him over one spot so that, you know, my main character would take the brunt of the hits. So actually what I did is I moved Valeria into the back row. And the reason why that works out okay is because of her rune, that Falcon rune. You know, you can use it anywhere or from any row, and it can hit any row as well. So she actually does just fine in the back. The only crummy part about that is if you're like me and you like to use the free will command a lot, she can't do anything then. Because again, you know, that free will command won't. It will not use runes. So I guess I would just recommend, you know, setting yourself up like this, the 3 short range in the front and your mediums and long ranges in the back. Okay, so I think my plan now was just to, I mean, make sure I save. I'm guessing would be one thing, and then I think I may have actually tried at one point here. Oh, so I must have came in to at least grab a couple of treasures. All right, so a steel shield, which is okay. I think it's an upgrade if you haven't put anything. Maybe I think Kuramimi starts with the wooden shield or something crummy. So you know, it's an upgrade for him. I guess you know, if you had to choose between the two, I'd stick it on Kuramimi just because. You know, especially if you decide to stick her in the back, she's just not going to be taking hits like he will. Oh. Oh, so his weapon isn't sharp at all, I see. I forgot about that. That was definitely one thing I went out and did. Is just sharpen his weapon. I don't, you know, if you don't plan on using him, I'd almost say don't bother, because there isn't a boss to this area, so it's not like it's particularly difficult. It's just you gotta plot. Man, I really came out a bunch of times. So one of these times I made a cut somewhere, and that's basically where, you know, I farmed a ton. I just got a bunch of I think I ended up getting like 7 or 8 mangoshes or something like that. It was just ridiculous. I spent way too much time here, but such is life. Kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, so, you know, again, there isn't a real boss here. So if you don't want to waste the money like on sharpening Kiramimi's weapon, don't bother. You know, if you don't ever plan on using him, or if you don't like him much, I think he does have he's got a 2-way unite with another character that we haven't got yet, and then actually a 3-man unite with I guess I'll just say his name is Gon. This is like his brother or something like that, and he's another kobold. So that's his two-way unite, and then the three-way unite is Kiramimi, Gon, and then another kobold that you'll get in a little bit too. Which I don't know. I didn't really like the characters to begin with, so I didn't. I don't think I even used their unite attack once. These devil shields will drop the chaos shield, which is an upgraded shield for anyone that can use a shield. It's gonna be buyable. It's not the best shield in the game either, so I don't know that I wouldn't specifically try to get them. If you get them while you come through here, hey, great. But again, you can buy the chaos shield later on anyway, so I wouldn't recommend farming it. What do you got up here? Thunder Rune piece. I don't think there's many of those in the game. Right off the top of my head, I can't think of. There may be one more. I never ended up actually putting them on anyone's weapons. Same with the Fire Rune piece. I don't know. I mean, they're. I don't. I think I want to say that fire one is like 5% extra damage. So, I guess it's not bad. It's pretty good. In all honesty, the crummy thing is, again, though, you just can't get any more of them. So, but that being said, though, that'd be a little crazy if you could, because I mean, 5% for each stone, stack that 9 times, and yeah, that would get crazy. That'd be, 9 water rune pieces on a weapon is already kind of nuts, as far as survivability goes. I can't imagine. Yeah, there's that would be kind of gross, kind of overpowered. Man, I'm trying to think of the other decent treasures here, and I'm kind of drawing a blank after that sunbeam. Oh my gosh, sorry, I can't speak. Sunbeam rune from the dwarf vault. There's I think there's like just gonna be a lot of treasures that are kind of gonna pale in comparison to that, because that thing is, man, it's crazy in this game. It's just too good, actually. It didn't need to be that overpowered, but it is. All right, here's the devil armor. These are the guys that drop the Mangosh. It is just it's an atrocious drop rate. So don't expect that you're going to be. Well, I mean, I guess if you're crazy lucky, then I think my luck just kind of ran out with these. Again, if you watch any of the other videos, I got really lucky with a lot of the bosses. Which, I guess if you're going to be lucky on something, it might as well be bosses, because that one, the one is at the bottom of the dwarf, stronghold, or the dwarf vault. So, if you were going to try to farm that, you'd have to run down to the bottom of it every time. That would be crazy. So again, I guess if I had a choice, it would have been there to get my lucky drop of the game, and I did. So I can't really complain too much. But the devil armors are not going to be dropping them like candy. The crummy part about them, really, and it's not so much that they have such a low drop rate. It's actually the encounter rate is not that great either. So it's just like a combination of the two that just makes them, hard to come by. They are in 2 formations, and one, as you saw, the one that I actually encountered there was just the devil armor by itself. The other encounter is the devil armor in the back, and then 2 of those shields in the front. And the crummy thing about that, and again, my understanding of this game was that your best chances to get drops were you want to kill the enemy that you want to get it from first. you know, which means that you got to kill that guy in the back first. So you can't really just like free will it, you know, unfortunately, which would you know, definitely speed up the process. But you know, otherwise you could come back here. You know, in all honesty, I probably just didn't. I wasn't here at a very good time. Oh boy, and I didn't equip that sunbeam crystal. I think, you know, yeah, you know what? I left, equipped that thing, and then came back, and that's when I actually did my farming. But that being said, really, this is not a very good party to really farm with anyway. Like, I guess my suggestion would be, you know, a lot of long-range characters. And reason being, you know, with those long-range characters, you can just snipe the... I call it sniping. Snipe the devil armor in the back, you know, and not have to fight through that front line. Valeria here actually does a pretty good job with that Falcon Rune. She can jump right to the back, and I think she was almost one-shotting them. And then actually the combination with her and Victor with the clone rune was doing a pretty good job too of just jumping right to the back line. Unfortunately, my hero was faster than anybody else. And, you know, being medium range, he couldn't bypass the shields if I ended up with that formation to get to that armor. So I usually had to have him, like, defend for a round, which, you know, it's kind of stinks because it just doesn't feel, it feels sluggish and kind of lame, but whatever. That's the way it goes. So yeah, so obviously, so I took a cut there of me, you know, you saw me run back outside and then run back in, and actually what I did there was I just that was when I did my farming for the Mangosh, and then I saved and then came back inside. And then here I've got I actually have footage of both of you have a choice here to make. You can either kill this guy, which is that's the first choice that I picked. And then there's the other choice, so you'll get to see both ways. I didn't continue on with this after I got this, or I did this option. I got this dialogue. I actually just reset my game because I wanted to see this dialogue here with Wendy. What a useless fellow. Who you? Fix everyone. Like, really? Really? Okay, so the kobolds were under a curse, apparently, from his black rune. Okay. Now I get it. All right. I'm trying to think if this dialogue changes at all here. I think this is actually the same. Either way, this part of it anyway. But obviously you don't see that scene with Wendy if you choose to have Kwanda join, which is what I did, and I would definitely recommend too. If you choose to execute Kwanda, you won't be able to get all 108 stars of destiny. So, you know, again, my suggestion is to have him join you. All right, so here I got the cut coming up here of the way I actually did it. All right, so yeah, I just jumped right here to him being sorry, excuse me, being busted up. So obviously, you know, he realizes that something happened, and Gremio realizes it as well. You know, he kind of, you know, it's kind of obvious that he's not the same evil dude that just wants to kill everybody. Something is wrong, sir. It's just terrible. Lop off his head. What are you waiting for? Lop off his head? I'm impatient. I think maybe that was supposed to be somebody else's portrait. That seems like that was supposed to be someone else's line. Maybe Kirkus was supposed to say that? I think weird things like that happen a couple of times in the game. Okay, gave him power over monsters, but began to affect his willpower. I want you to join us. I think you have to pick that second option again. I don't know what happens if you pick that top one, actually. I didn't realize that there was two choices there. All right. So I think we've heard that a few times, that the Emperor is a changed person. All right, yeah. So it looks like this stuff is the same. Yeah, looks like this stuff is the exact same. All right, so here we finally have Sylvina, whatever, and Stallion join. I think Kuromimi actually joins right now too. Let's go! Oh, nope, sorry. I have unfinished business. Sorry, dude. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I did that just because I can actually, there's a couple of people we can recruit up here in the Cobalt Village now. It seems weird that I didn't stop and save first. That's odd for me, but hey, you know what? I guess I was feeling confident. Oh, sorry. Alright, here's the first one. I think you have to take Kuromimi here. I think he actually has to be in your party to get Gon to join you. I'm not sure, though. I guess, you know, I didn't try it both ways, but... He says big brother. Well, they don't look anything alike. They look like two completely different breeds of dog. I don't know. Maybe the kobolds in this game don't follow the rules. At least that's what it seems like. Alright, and here we have, there's actually two people we can recruit here at the inn. Fusulu. And yeah, I don't know, this guy's... I didn't really use him much. Apparently he's got really good strength, or like a good strength rating, but... You know, again, I didn't really use him much, and I kind of feel like he probably... If I remember right, he's got like a low skill rating or something, so he misses a ton. And then here is Ruby. This is actually the fourth and last elf that we can have join us. And if I remember right, Kirkus has to be. You're just a little rude. I needed to just talk to him again. I actually messed up here and I left. He'll like say that you're Kirkus is a runt or something if he's below. It's either below 30 or 40. I bet it's got to be 30. I think it's 30. You know what? I'm gonna check just to make sure. I don't remember. It's already been a few weeks since I did this, so it's not exactly fresh info for me anymore. But again, like I said, I actually just messed up there. Kirkus was actually of appropriate level to recruit Ruby there, and I don't know, I spaced out, or I thought that he wasn't high enough, or I needed to recruit him later or something. All right, let's see what it says here for Mr. Ruby. I think it's a dude. I think Ruby's a dude. I think the first time I played, I thought it was a a lady. I'm not sure though. It's been a while. God, no, I can't find him. Wow, there he is, Ruby. Kirkus must be at least, oh, level 35. Wow, okay, so that's even higher than I remembered. Well, I'm glad I looked that up again. Oh, the counter crystal. You know, I don't think I really used those much this playthrough. It's unfortunate, you know, it feels like this game, you know, I've probably spoke about it a couple of times already. It's just, it's kind of crummy that you only get one rune slot, you know? It just really limits you. And there's so many, like, good runes to choose from. So it's hard to, sometimes it's just hard to justify sticking a counter rune on somebody, you know, because it's like, well, you may as well stick it on somebody in the front row, and then, you know, at that point, too, it's like, well, you know, usually your frontline people can be equipped with, like a clone crystal, or like in the case of, like, Flick, you know, he's a good caster, too, so it's better to just stick him with an actual magic rune. You know, just so you can cast spells, too, so it's just, it's hard to justify sticking counter runes in people. It's just, there's not a whole lot of people that it works well on, you know, and then there's a bunch of people like Pawn who already start with a rune, or Valeria, and, you know, there's no option. So, oh well, it is what it is. What am I doing? Alright, finally recruiting Apple. And Apple's, I don't know. I guess she's kind of useful. The tough thing, or the thing about her is that so in the major, like, army versus army battles, she powers up your charge attack just like oh, I'm sorry. When you use it, I think it stays active for another turn. I think that's how it works. So Matthew is like your basic, or your first one, and he'll power up your charge attack for one use. And like I said, so I think when you get Apple now, when you use that, it'll power it up for two uses, so 2 charges. So, you know, definitely useful, because there's a lot of battles that, you know, you'll end up charging more than once. So, pretty good stuff. But all right, I am going to cut this video here. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But hope the videos are helpful, and I hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.